Hi there, it's another tarot sesh for Libra. I'm the Cannastrologer, and this is a reading for the week. It's for the last week of July 2023, but do understand that energy is timeless. So anytime that you're seeing this, if the message or the energy vibes with you, then there could be messages here for you. Libra, this is crazy, and I have to just start out by saying this because I typically do all of my readings in a specific order. I go through water signs first, then I'll go to air signs, then I go to earth signs, then I go to fire signs. This week completely started off crazy because I didn't get to finish up readings from last week. I've had a lot of turbulent energy going on in my life, a lot of uncertain things that are still kind of up in the air that I'm just, kind of giving to faith, that I'm really worried about. But that said, I just had the most incredible read for Scorpio, which is my sign. I also have a 5-time Libra stellium. Most of it sits in the 12th house. So I tend to resonate with Libra really hard. But here's the crazy thing about it. So if you follow my readings, you know that I always do a song too. And the song that came up on pre-shuffle for Scorpio was September by James Arthur. Well, typically my very next reading would be Cancer, because that's the way I always do it. I do Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. But something told me, you know what, let's do Libra next. And I was like, okay, let's just switch it up. Since I've already kind of messed up the pattern this week anyway, I was like, no problem. Y'all, I'm not even joking you, and this is what's crazy about it. The last song was just James Arthur, September, right? And then I took a break, took my dog outside, went to use the restroom, came back. The next song that I played, my radio player, it played the same song twice in a row. So I just got James Arthur, September twice in a row. That never happens on my player. Like, it's Pandora. Like, it'll play the next song, right? It just played the same song twice. I don't have repeat. I don't have Pandora Plus. At least right now, I used to. But so that's crazy. So normally I would skip to the next song. But I was like, no, there's a reason that song is coming out twice. What reason it is? I mean, I've got a couple ideas, but that's from me personally. You could be vibing with a Scorpio, or have strong Scorpio placement somewhere in your chart. But here's the other interesting thing. On Tuesday, we have the first quarter moon in Scorpio. And that's a great time to believe in yourself. But also, because it's a first quarter moon, it's a great time to do spell work and bring in more of what you want, to manifest more of what you want in your life. So if you're trying to manifest, a relationship, that's the time to move on it. That's the time to manifest it, right? Okay. So, and it's in Scorpio if you're dealing with a Scorpio. That's crazy because there's resonance there for some reason. So with that song, what I had wrote down for Scorpio was, I remember when I met you just before September. I bet you don't remember, that's how we began. So you may have met somebody around August, September timeframe. It could be anywhere around there. August, September, October. Take it as it resonates. September could be significant for you. And as a Libra, that could be some of your birthdays. Sorry if I just hit the camera. But what I wrote down for you, because I got a whole new set of lyrics that were popping out at me for you, Libra. And it was, I pursued you for a year. I would have waited longer. That first time that I kissed you, I could look in the mirror and like who I was. I could never wait for the weekends when you would come over. You battle my demons. You're still undefeated. So demons could be significant for you. Or battling demons, something like that. And then I'd start a family with you. I'm going to love you for the rest of my life. I feel like there's this, like it's like a ongoing love story. And it's like somebody that you've been in love with for a really long time. And it's like taking those steps to move forward with it. Somebody that you could have met in a certain time frame. That, or I think I said this in Scorpio too. It could have been somebody that you met around that time or somebody that you reconnect with around that time. So it could be like August, September timeframe where you reconnect or maybe move in together or something like that, right? All right, take it as it resonates. That's crazy. I've never had a song do that, especially because considering I would have normally gone straight to Cancer. But I was like, no, I'm going to do Libra, and then the same song comes up right in a row. And I'm like, that's insane. Okay, the universe never ceases to amaze me at all. So what do we have for Libra? Now I can't even talk. What do we have for Libra police spirits for their higher peace, power, protection, and prosperity? We're going to be starting with the Chakra Insight Oracle. Then I got some amazing new Oracle cards that were gifted to me. I did an unboxing video, but I haven't posted it yet. But they're really cool. It's the Metaphysical Cannabis Oracle deck. And so we're going to pull 2 oracles from that. It's kind of like an as above, so below, a 3D, 5D, like spiritual self and physical self. And then we'll pull tarot on that to get a better storyline and then finish it up with the spiritual AF cards. Okay, what do we have for Libra, please? Okay, underneath the deck. Number 29, throat chakra. So somebody needs to speak up. And I feel like it's you because this is your reading. It's using your throat chakra, speaking up, using communication, using your voice, saying something significant. The time is now is what I just heard. Somebody could be 29 years old. Doesn't have to be. Something significant could be happening on the 29th. And then also what's cool is 2 + 9 = 11. And 11 is twin flame divine partner. Like divine partnership number, like twin flame energy. If you know anything about twin flames versus soulmates, twin flames are a little trickier, but man, it's like, it's definitely the runner chaser kind of storyline. But once your twin flame and you come into balance, it is the most beautiful relationship that anybody could ever imagine, right? But it's sometimes, man, the journey in getting there is just, it's awful. But once it comes into balance, it's one of the most beautiful things in the world. Somebody needs to speak up about this, though. I feel like somebody has a lot to say. They just haven't been able to say it. Now they're finding their voice. And that could be you, Libra. Take it as it resonates. Energies can be crisscross, flip-flopped, and or reversed. Everybody encompasses both masculine and feminine energies within them. It's just a matter of balance. This is, okay. This is another crazy thing. So this card came up while I was flipping around, shuffling the deck before we were even on camera. And I just happened to notice it. I'm like, oh, interesting. I don't think I've ever really seen this card. So number 17, choice, free will, courage, willpower, change. So this card is talking about you have the courage, you have the willpower to change something. You have free will. Just because somebody says that, it's always supposed to be this way or things are supposed to be this way, that's not true. You have free will. People have the decision to change their minds, the free will to, make choices of your own. You have the choice. Choices in relationships, choices in direction, you have free will. Okay? In witchcraft, they say don't do any spell work against anybody's free will because that person has a choice. And if you do, then that karma comes back on you, right? Now, 17, that's one of my favorite numbers, but 17, something significant could have happened on the 17th. Also, 1 + 7 = 8. 8 is about mastery. And it's also about messages, like messages coming in. Fast messages, right? Almost like a horse. It's like focused on moving towards the future. It's also about walking away from something, but that's in order to walk towards something else. So it's beautiful. Okay, so I'll put that there. We will meditate on that. Now let's get 2 cards for the Metaphysical Cannabis Oracle for Libra, please. What do we have for Libra? I will be reading from the guidebook because I'm just now, just getting used to these cards. I love these cards. What do we have for Libra, please? I feel like maybe somebody, I'm just looking at the song. I pursued you for a year or more. I would have waited longer. It's like, I feel like somebody has felt like they could have just waited and put something on hold for a long time, but now they're realizing, that wasn't the right thing. I shouldn't have done that. I have to change this. Course correct. Having the willpower to make these changes, to speak up and move forward. It's for some of you. Okay, tradition could be really important for some of you. We've got that energy going into the deck. Or a traditional relationship could be important for you. That's lovely. Okay, what do we have for Libra, please? Let's get 2 cards. What is the 3D physical self card for Libra, please? These cards are still a little sticking together. What's the... Thank you. Okay. Food meditation. I can. I don't know if it wants... There we go. Food meditation. I can. Now, what's the spiritual 5D card for Libra? What is the spiritual 5D card for Libra? Spiritual 5D card for Libra. Beautiful. I love this card. So this is higher perception, passion. Higher perception, passion. So let's read what these are about. Underneath the deck. Oh, you guys, I love this energy. I just like all the colors of these cards. They all kind of go with each other. So then we've got underneath the deck, Rana Rudu, loyalty. And it's like being loyal to somebody. See how she's like with the dog? Having a loyal, devoted person. Or maybe it's like somebody who's been loyal to you like a dog. There's many forms of different types of loyalty, right? Okay, let's read this. What is food meditation? Number 73. Okay. I am a conduit for prosperity. I receive inspiration from the smallest acts. The smallest act today will ripple out and dynamically cast your journey into alignment. Our bodies are biocomputers, which need certain inputs of code to be high-performing. Find something no smaller than a grape and no larger than a strawberry. Take one small bite out of it and let it sit in your mouth for 10 seconds before you chew. These seconds will touch beyond your taste buds and bring more awareness to how powerful your mouth is. You can create prosperity in your life, but you can easily speak it away. Be mindful that what you put into your mouth and what comes out. If this card is accompanied by the cannabis suit, your guides may be trying to reach out to you about something important and that you need to lighten up. I'm not sure what this one is. If either of these are in the cannabis suit. I'll find out. Crystal pairing fire opal. I love opals. Opals are, it's the stone of Scorpio. Opals are. It's for like October, November timeframe. Oh, Boba, please, not right now. Boba, buddy. Okay, my cat's going to visit us real quick. You need to get down, bro. Please get down. Go over there. Go in your seat. Go on. Go on. Okay, he likes to join sometimes for our readings. Okay, so now let's read Higher Perception. 107. So real quick, so this is the integration suit. All right. So it's not the cannabis suit, but... So higher perception. This is where you learn that you do have angels and they are watching over you with their compassionate eyes. Higher perception comes to you when it is time to hold a pure intention for someone else. Let me repeat that. Higher perception comes to you when it is time to hold a pure intention for someone else. You are great at doing this for yourself and have incorporated the lesson of the previous card, unconditional love. You are being called to help someone else with their vision. When held and shared, intention can be multiplied by 3, which gives more momentum to the magnetism. Remember, though, not everyone will hold the intention for you, so be discerning when you are being called to share. Work with labradorite. That's what I'm wearing right now. This is it's called the Philosopher's Stone, but it's labradorite. It's I love labradorite. Actually, here's another one too. I use it all the time. It's really gorgeous. So, new thought pattern. I see time as a reflection, and I see all life from the highest perspective. So there could be somebody that needs your help, and you're being called to help them in their vision. And it said, when held and shared, intention can be multiplied by 3. It's crazy. You need to go watch the Scorpio reading because they also pulled the 3 of Cups, which is all about celebration. It's working together. It could be 3 or more, but it's like 3 times 3, so mote it be. That's really interesting. It's really interesting. Okay, and then I'm also going to look up the Ranu Rodu. $118. Or Rana Rudu sits in the grass with her dog's face nestled gently next to hers on one side and the mother's cannabis plant on the other. Sunflowers emerge all around her in a bright burst of yellow. The sun is at her back as a consistently friend. Rana Rudu represents allyship and how you show up for others. Oh my gosh. Okay, so how you show up for others. Now more than ever, we need to let go of judgment and get to know the people in our lives who set off triggers. A trigger is only a mirror for the self to realize not everyone is the same, nor should they be. Flowers and a vintage vibe make this card feel like you've been transported to another time where elements of grace and acceptance radiate out. The expansive blue sky reminds you to go out and soak in the pure love of the sun who shines down on all without judgment. When Rana shows up for you, ask yourself, am I being an ally to those who could benefit from my voice? From my voice? Am I being an ally to myself? Where might I not be showing up for myself in ways that ripple out into the world? I just want to check one thing and see if this is the cannabis suit. No, this is still integration suit. Okay, so anyway, this is interesting because this is talking about to show up for other people. This is talking about to show up for other people. And then this is just talking about, balancing your oneness with yourself right now. I want to say taking I want to go back to this real quick. Food, meditation, 73. You also could have like a love or a fascination with food. It's taking time for the little things, right? It's, and then it says, you know, I am a conduit for prosperity. I receive inspiration from the smallest acts. So it's being inspired by the little things. Maybe it's being inspired by the way, you know, cooking shows, or the, you know, through food or something like that, right? And this talks about you can create prosperity in your life, but you can easily speak it away as well. You know, I was just telling somebody the other day, it's a really crazy story, because I got really, not mouthy. I can't say it was mouthy. I just got really real with somebody who everybody else in this person's world would probably never have spoke to this person the way that I did. But I didn't give a shit, because their person did something to me that was just really rude. And so I brought it up to this person. And then I kind of went on a tangent about it. But I was definitely activating my throat chakra in this by doing this. But the reason, what I was telling them is that, and I need to be looking at this again. What page was this? 73. Bear with me as I try to bring back my point again. Something important, and you need to lighten up. How powerful your mouth is. Oh, words. Yes. So in speaking it away. So throat chakra and all of that, right? And I explained to this person, I said, listen, you know, words, whether they're written or whether they're spoken, are spells. And that's why they call it spelling, right? So it's like whatever you speak into existence is a spell. Whatever you write, you know, also becomes a spell. And so you have to be careful. Like if you're talking shit about another person, that can create negative energy for that person and or yourself, because that's karma, right? Same with writing. You know, if there's somebody that's writing something bad about another person, well, you know, that could turn out to be really bad karma. It's bad spell work. It's almost like black magic, right? So you have to be very careful about how you use your throat chakra. Are you using it for good or for bad? So these next two cards, they're talking about, you know, showing up for a person, you know, helping somebody when they need help. So you might have somebody around your world in your life who's been very loyal to you. You may even have a passion for this person, or they a passion for you. You could be loyal to them. I feel it's underneath the deck. I feel like it's the other way around, but take it as it resonates. We're already at 23 minutes, guys. Sorry. I want to make this faster. I'm blown away by your reading already. Let's just get the rest of it out. Energy going into it is the Page of Swords, so that's student-like energy. Somebody could be watching you. You could be watching somebody else. What do we have for food meditation for Libra, please? Food meditation. 2 more, please, for Libra. Food meditation for Libra. Oh, okay. 1 more for Libra. One more for, okay, that's too many. 1 more for Libra. I'll take them. Okay. First card is Judgment. Now, funny, because this card and this card, it was talking about judgment. You making judgment on a person. Here, we'll do this. Save some room. All right. Okay. So this is interesting. So what we've got here, what I'm seeing is somebody passed judgment on a person, or a judgment was made that caused a tower. That to me feels and looks like karma. But it caused a tower. It could have caused the other person a tower. Because look at it this way, like you could have made a judgment and not been there to say, be there for a person, right? And it could have caused a ripple effect where a tower came crashing down for that other person. Or vice versa. Take it as it resonates. Why do I feel like this is you? So, judgment was made on a situation and a tower came down. Then we have a King of Wands. Now, a King of Wands is somebody who's very attractive, could be really popular, sought after, because, you know, the King of Wands, he's kind of like the Casanova. Like, if he's not married, he could have a lot of suitors, very sexy, very sensual, seductive. If he is married, he's a very passionate lover and, you know, still very sexy, but also in business, it could be somebody who's just really good at business, stable. They usually have, you know, their eye on the next biggest thing, or the first one to be part of the next biggest thing, very successful. Could have Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius in your chart somewhere. Obviously not sun sign, but I would think maybe like a moon sign or ascending, or your rising sign. And then we have the High Priestess, which is, Boba, seriously, we're going to do this again. Come on, bro. Get down. Go in your seat, please. Go in your seat, please. Okay, thank you. Then we have the High Priestess. Now, a High Priestess is the tarot card reader of the zodiac, right? But she knows all, sees all. But also, she's all about intuition. So this is about using your intuition. And I feel like a judgment was made that caused a tower situation between a King of Wands and a High Priestess. That, or the King of Wands wasn't necessarily using his intuition. And maybe that's where the misjudgment was made. Now, another way that I could be that I'm reading this, though, if we flip it to more of a positive note, a judgment could be made that causes a good tower between a King of Wands and High Priestess energy, in which then he would be using his intuition. I can. Because I can transform the situation. I can use my voice to transform. What was that again? I need to look at it one more time. I should have this memorized by now. Like, for some reason I'm feeling like the smallest act today will ripple out and dynamically cast your journey into alignment. So it's like you have to make a small adjustment, a small act towards something that can cause a huge ripple towards alignment. That is this tower moment. It's like a good tower, a ripple effect. High performing. I am a conduit for prosperity. I receive inspiration from the smallest acts. Fire. Oh, well, I can. I don't know why it says I can. You can make that change. Be mindful of what you put into your mouth and what comes out. So just, it's like, careful with your words, you know? Now let's look at higher perception. What is this higher perception and passion? Y'all, I am so sorry. It's already going past 30 minutes for your reading. This is a long reading for you, but it started out weird, so I'm just going with it. One more. What is higher perception, passion? Okay, Wheel of Fortune underneath the deck. I like it. That's endings and new beginnings, because 1 + 0 = 1. It's higher perception, passion for Libra, please. 3 cards. It's the 5D, higher perception, passion. It's higher self. So food, I get it. Okay, 2 more, please. Okay. Underneath the deck, 9 of Pentacles, wish fulfillment. That's beautiful. Okay. Okay, so then I see for your 5D, what's happening like as above. You've got 5 of Wands. There's been some competition, competitiveness, maybe even some bickering and fighting between, it could be 5 coworkers, 5 family members, 5 people around you. Just, it could be any situation, right? But this 5 of Wands it's passionate energy. It could be passion towards a person or passion towards a thing like a passion project. Take it as it resonates. But then we have the Magician. The Magician, he's able to come in and magically transform everything. I feel like you have magical powers. You really do. You could practice magic. But what you're doing in order to transform this situation, oh, I get it. There's been fighting and bickering probably in the past. Somebody was put in competition with another people or up to 5 people. And now the Magician is coming in to transform this energy and plant a seed. So the 7 of Pentacles talks about planting of a seed to start something new. And it's like to put down roots, basically. Notice the roots in this card. Okay? And it's to put down roots to help something grow into fruition. To help somebody create something like this card's talking about, right? And what that's going to create is wish fulfillment. I feel like it's going to be an abundance of wealth. But more than that, happiness. Like, we've got, the truth. And look at that. Loyalty. That's literally what these 2 cards mean together. And then that's the star. Hopes, dreams, wishes, healing. Also could be like star-like qualities, like, celebrity, fame. It's loyalty, truth, and honesty is wish fulfillment. There's somebody that's been extremely loyal to you, or you loyal to them. I feel like they may be into crystals. And this is somebody from your past. It's already happened. So they're grateful for you. Gratitude rampage. You could be very grateful for them too, but I feel like it needs to be spoken, right? Funny. And then as I say that, I'm looking at don't be an ungrateful shit. Let's pull the spiritual AF card though. Yeah, okay, so what I feel like ultimately, Libra, and I'm sorry that this has taken so long, but on the 5D, there's judgment made. There could have been in the past judgment made in which created a tower for somebody. Maybe it wasn't planned or that you even realized, but it's like one small change, by speaking up and saying one thing or helping somebody with one thing can change the entire situation for the better, right? If we're looking at that, and because you have choice, you have a choice of free will, courage, willpower to change something just by speaking up. Now this card, higher perception, talks about helping somebody, and especially if you're in a position where you can help somebody. Because I feel like they were put in a either you or the other person was put in competition. But now that is going to be magically transformed with the Magician card. Gemini energy, you could have that in your chart somewhere, or maybe them. I feel like this is more you, actually, because you're the one helping to plant this seed to grow something new. And it's because of this loyalty, this wish fulfillment. Now, because of this loyalty, either you're this person's wish fulfillment or vice versa, or both. But you have to speak up. You have to speak up. This is you. Make that choice. Okay, what do we have for Libra? What do we have for Libra? Spiritual AF for Libra. Okay, this is the one that flipped over. Really? Okay, I'm actually going to go with what falls out. Okay. That's what it is. Shut up. This is so funny. Because I feel like this one has been... I feel like we've had this one before. Oh, wow. I already lost it. The first one was grab life by the balls and make it your bitch, but this is what actually fell out. I feel like you've had this one before, but also when I was flipping through, shuffling, pre-shuffling, this one had popped out as well. So, no equals a full sentence. You know what punctuates that sentence? Action. We spend so much time explaining our boundaries that we forget to just have a fucking boundary. Say no and quit participating in what you said no to. Remove yourself from the situation if you have to. Be your own boundary. So for some of you, you may have to say no to something. Maybe like, There could be people around you. I feel like there could be people around you that are trying to tell you something or try to tell you something, and you've been listening to them this entire time, like kind of just like going with the crowd. I feel like this may be the time for you to say no. Now, it also could be like maybe somebody is asking for help. But that goes against what this is saying. Because this is saying if somebody needs help and you're in the position to help, then you should. But I'm hearing like you may. So, okay, and I have had this issue too. Being a people pleaser. Some of us want to make everybody happy around them, so we're a people pleaser by saying yes to everything. Well, then that takes us off our path of where we should actually be, who we should be saying yes to instead of, because saying yes to the wrong things takes you away from the people and opportunities that you should actually be having and engaging with, right? So I feel like there's certain things in your life that you should be saying no to. Where people may try to talk you into going out to eat and drinking and, a lot of toxic things, right? And you don't know how to say no, so you tell them yes. And then, or, maybe you've told somebody that you'd hang out with them or something, but you end up, you can't say no to this other person, so you end up ruining plans with the other person, and it ruins a relationship. Things like that. That's what I'm gathering from this. I feel like it's time for you to speak up, tell who you need to tell no to, make the choice with your free will to help the people or help someone in your energy that needs actual help towards prosperity, towards growing these roots. Because that's ultimately what's going to bring you this wish fulfillment with somebody that has been extremely loyal or that you've been loyal to. But you have to speak up. And this could be a divine twin flame type of union. I keep on looking at this food meditation card, and I can't help but thinking like cooking, going out to eat, like restaurant. Maybe this is like a date or something like that. Maybe it's by speaking up, using your intuition, speaking up, and offering that. But that's what I have for you this week, Libra. Sorry that it went so long. If any of this resonated, make sure to leave a comment or a message in the description below or in the comments below. If you'd like a more in-depth personal reading, you can reach out to me. I have all of my contact information in the description below as well. All you have to do is shoot me an email and we'll figure it out. And as you know, it's Together We Grow, so make sure that you like, share, subscribe, and drop a tip or a donation. I have all of that information in the link below. Greatly appreciated, especially this month. The girl's hurting, I'm just saying. But that said, I really love your reading. It's been crazy. Definitely also go look at the Scorpio read. And if you've made it this far, bless you guys, seriously. I love you all. I'll see you in your reading next week. Hope you have a great one. See you on the flip side. Peace.